I'm Phil. Welcome to Coping with Donald. My better half. Well, we're boyfriend-girlfriend, so maybe she's my better third. I'm not sure. But she's better. Georgia is on errands with her mom today. But I also, Georgia gets affected by these things a lot more. Well, no, she doesn't. I'm able to carry on a little bit. So Georgia gets a little bit down when she hears about all these things that the Trump people are doing. And I'm not sure how much I want to expose to her being on this channel. But I'm glad you're here today. These are the kind of notes that I work off of. See? Some of them are upside down from each other. Anyway. Today, I just want to start off with a stock today. John Deere Corporation. And this is why I don't understand the stock market. Maybe somebody can explain it to me. John Deere is at not an all-time, I don't know, maybe it is. It only went back 5 years. I went back 5 years and I saw John Deere at a 5-year high today at one point, or close to it. Let's put it that way. Today is February 11th. Now, I just want to say that right now, John Deere in the first quarter of this year is supposed to record $3.11 of profit. Last year they made $6.23. They're supposed to record in the second quarter $5.76 of profit, and last year was $8.53. They're supposed to record $5.83 in profit in the third quarter. Last year was $6.29. Are you getting the trend here? So John Deere's at a 5-year high. They're not coming close to the profits of last year. And now we have China putting a tariff on them. They're putting a tariff on farm equipment. And that would be John Deere. So it will hurt their China sales. For sure. Plus, we have the U.S. aid program being wiped out by Elon Musk. And that program buys a lot of farmers' crops to send to other places as aid. So farmers aren't going to have the money to buy John Deere, and yet it's at a 5-year high. And this is why I cannot understand the stock market, nor will I ever. And if you do, congratulations. A few little notices. Basically, while we're talking about invading Canada and taking over the Panama Canal and making America great, DEI. These are a couple of things that are going on behind the scenes. Just a couple of things compared to the many, many hundreds of things that are going on behind the scenes with Elon, etc., etc. Scott Bessent was put in temporary charge of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau. He is also Secretary of the Treasury. But then he was replaced by Russell Vogt, who is also the head of Office of Budget and Management. Consumer Protection Bureau has returned over $20 billion to Americans over the past 14 years when they get ripped off, as is almost inevitable, by financial services in this country. Both men, Bessent and Vogt, would want to destroy this agency. They're trying to basically end operations. But I just want to give you an example of the kind of thing that affects you, that affects people who aren't rich. These guys have now decided that your medical debt will count against your consumer score. your credit score. So expect your credit score to drop. Remember, medical debt is the #1 cause of bankruptcy in the United States. Unless you're Donald Trump and then you just bankrupt all your companies. With your credit scores dropping from your medical debt, you will pay higher interest rates on loans. Most likely car loans or credit cards. Is this important to you? I don't know. Is that important to you? Or is it just important that we feel great because we're telling Greenland we're going to take them? I would rather have Consumer Protection Bureau in place, and I don't even have medical debt, okay? I just want to say that, for example, there is a man who will remain nameless. I shouldn't have him remain nameless. But anyway, he traffics in high loan rates on cars to our military. Our military. And he will be able to charge higher interest rates on our military members. His last name is Hanky. And I hate that because it sounds like Hanky Panky. It sounds like I'm making it up. And it almost sounds like Tom Hanks. But his name is Hanky. This Hanky guy who is going to benefit from this at the expense of service members and you also, as the general public, most of whom have some medical debt. We need to punish all of our Americans for getting medical debt. I mean, you could have gone without insulin, right? Anyway, these are the kind of monsters Trump has in charge. Now, this Hanky guy allowed Donald Trump to post a bond of $350 million in one of his court cases. So it's payback time. Payback time. Making America great again by making it harder for more Americans to get by. So that's what Scott Bessent's up to. By the way, he's the guy who's trying to let Elon Musk into the Treasury. And, oh yeah, I'm sorry, to find waste. That's why Elon Musk is in the Treasury, to find waste. First of all, I want to say, do you think that if Elon finds a bunch of waste, that he's going to reduce the national debt? Or he's going to lower your taxes? Stop dreaming. He will either reduce taxes on the rich, the Trump administration, or use it to fund an aggressive war to take territory that will not improve your lives at all, but enrich the already super wealthy. All right, I'm at the 8-minute mark. And in the all right, here's another one. Here's another one that goes under the radar while we're worrying about the stuff that Trump is misleading us on. Pam Bondi has dissolved. Ha! My Pam Bondi notes are running into my other Pam Bondi notes. There's just so much going on with Pam Bondi. She has dissolved the FBI section of the agency that looks into foreign influence in our elections. So, I guess two really happy guys now are Putin and Hanky. They're robbing you blind. Wake up and look at it. You're going to be stuck with all the bills, and these guys will be in palaces. with fortified walls around them and 1 million security guards. And you will be the serfdom. But that's what you want, because you want to prove that Trump is not a babbling idiot somehow. You want to prove that immigrants should be gone. By the way, there is a new movement afoot. It is called Get Back to the Fields. Those of you who lose your very good jobs are going to be required to exercise your personal responsibility by picking the fruit that the immigrants don't pick now. Get ready to pick. Get out there and pick your fruit. Not for you, but for some businessman. I'm going to make another video rather than extend this one. This has been Coping with Don. You can tell how well I'm coping. And it's only been 3 weeks. What else does this man have in store for us? Have a good Monday.